Welcome everybody. Let's talk about the stock market, what happened in the market today. This is the S&P 500 futures, and we are looking at the weekly chart. Wow, today is Friday, the weekend just before the July 4th break here in the United States of America. Pretty big holiday for us, one of the biggest holidays. We celebrate our independence, which will be this coming Tuesday. Just a quick reminder for all my members, and for the public for that matter that's watching this video, Monday the stock market will close 3 hours early. So, if you're on the East Coast of the United States, instead of 4 p.m. it'll be 1 p.m. You do the time zone thing, but basically it's going to close 3 hours early. And then July 4th, Tuesday, it's closed all day, and then it'll reopen, of course, on Wednesday. All right, looking at the weekly chart here. Big green candlestick. I mean, pretty big, right? Considering how 129 range for this candlestick, considering how the market's been on a daily basis, the range has been really tight. But today we finally officially broke out of the cycle low, and we'll talk about that here in a moment when I switch over to the daily chart. Just be aware, July 3rd, which is what we're basically at right now, right? That there was going to be a cycle low there. And I think probably that low is over now based on what I'm seeing. There's another potential cycle low for August 13th, right here. At least on the weekly chart, so just be mindful of that. Okay, momentum still looks pretty strong here on the MACD. On the daily, yes, there's some divergence dots here. So, we always want to pay attention to that, but for the moment anyway, the market still looks to be very, very strong, okay? Let's look at the daily chart. Okay, over here on the daily chart, you can see we had a really good day, a range of 65. That's a really good day considering all these really small days. A lot of these days were 30, range of 30, 40, just really tight, small days, yeah? So here was the cycle low on the daily chart. I had it at June 25th. With a little leeway that it could come out to July 3rd, which is over here. I think we're done, right? I think the cycle low's done. I think today really pretty much told us everything we need to know about that. And I'm going to talk about the hourly chart here. Today's Friday. I'm going to talk about the hourly chart in a little bit. So stick around for that because that's really, really important to understand how I think trading should proceed. So, I told my members last night in a nightly email. So, by the way, if you're interested in the membership, after watching this video, stick around. I'll talk about the membership at the end of the video, okay? But I told my members last night in the nightly email I sent out to them that, I thought looked like the market was going to have another pretty good upside. There was more upside coming. And, well, lo and behold, today was one of the better days we've had in quite a while. And, I'll get into that here in a little bit. So I told them last night I thought 45.09 was possible because that's just a resistance point that goes way back several months. And here we came up to 44.98, pretty much kissing the resistance and stopping. Now there's some other resistance pretty high up here. I think it's like 46.31, something like that. Guys, as crazy as it may sound, that is not out of the question. I'm not saying we're going to get there tomorrow or we're going to get there at all, but keep that in mind. Just kind of keep that number in the back of your mind. That comes from the weekly chart. That is a number that, we're not, that's not unobtainable. It actually could happen. But let's not even talk about that yet because that's still a ways off. If we get up into that territory, we'll talk about it then. Okay, let me switch over to the hourly chart and I'll show you about how I think we should proceed in trading. So this is the hourly chart. Now, normally I don't show this to the general public. I reserve this for, well, I shouldn't say reserve it. I do show it occasionally, but by the way, the 5 minute, the 15 minute, and the 1 hour chart all get streamed to the members. So this will be a chart almost identical to what you're seeing here. Gets streamed to the members 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So here on the hourly chart, there's something I want to talk about. If we look back here at all, this is, you can see at the bottom here, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today, Friday, right? If you notice, the pricing was just hanging around these simple moving averages, right? And the green one is 24-hour, which a lot of people just don't understand the power of 24-hour. A lot of people use the 20. Do yourself a favor, use the 24-hour. And then a lot of people use the 50, but it's not as accurate as the 42, okay? So keep those two numbers in mind. That's supposed to be a 2. You like my 2 there? 24-hour and 42 simple moving averages, really, really good stuff. You can see that prior to this, the market was getting rejected below it. Then it crossed over, got above it, came over, hit support, up, right? Hit support, goes up, hit support. Now, it got through a little bit here a couple times and got below even the 42. Okay, but basically hit support here, went up, hit support, went up, and then to the moon. At least to the moon compared to recent times. So let's talk about just real quick what I think, how I would trade this. And just bear in mind, I know this video is going out to the public as well as members. Just bear in mind, this isn't what I'm about to tell you is not the only thing I do. There's a lot more to it. I created a service because what I was doing started to really work well for me. And what was born out of that was a membership for other people to take advantage of, okay? So there's a lot more to this than just what I'm about to tell you. So I just want to put that caveat in there. But one of the things that can be really helpful that I want you to think about when you're trading is there's a pretty decent chance, depending on what the market does, that the market will come back down to this 24-hour, right? I'm just hypothetically drawing a line here. I don't have any idea what it's going to do just yet. Okay. Now there is a cycle low over here on the hourly. It looks like it's going to be sometime on Sunday futures. But if the market comes down, whenever it comes down, doesn't really matter if it does one of these for a while and then comes down. But when it comes down, okay, let me clear that screen. When it comes down and touches this 24-hour, and we'll just do the 52, we'll just pretend like everything is perfect here. If it bounces, when it does the bounce, and you'll be looking at things like the SMI to do like something like this, right? It might even be in this area, it bounces up. You also could take a look at the MACD, but the SMI, the Stochastic Momentum Index, is going to help you understand direction, and along with the MACD. Okay, but if it does a little bouncy bounce, then you obviously want to buy. Yeah, I mean, I know the simple trading, everybody knows this, buy the dip, and buy off the bounce. But it's important to get it accurate, right? If it gets below the 24-hour and gets down in between these two, down into the 42, you want to wait a little bit. And the reason you want to wait is because you don't know if you're going to continue below and then this becomes resistance instead. You follow me? And you're below it. So it's important. If you get the bounce out to 24, you buy, you go long. Of course, use your proper risk management to keep, always use proper risk management, guys and gals, right? Don't just leave orders hanging out there. That's craziness. So that's just really, really simple for those that are not, that don't do a lot of trading. You get the bounce, which is this is where I think we're headed. Now, it doesn't mean we won't have down days mixed in. We're going to get some down days. That's trading. That is, when you have a red day, that's just going to happen. Okay, but just keep in mind, if it comes and bounces off the 24-hour here, intraday, then you're buying long. If it gets below it, you pause, just chill. Don't do any trading, wait. If it bounces off to 50, that's a little risky to take the trade, but you could do it. You could take the trade off to 52. If it gets below it, then you got to be careful. Like over here, it gets below it, right? You got to be a little cautious. Wait for it to bounce and get above it again, you're good to go. Because you're not really sure in this area is it going to start going down, down, down. This all starts becoming resistance instead of support, right? All right, so I just wanted to share that in the hourly. All right, I know this video is a little bit longer, but it's Friday, so just bear with me. Let's look at the trade of the day. Okay, just real quick before we do the trade of the day, I've had people ask me before, do I use my own servers? Do I actually trade? Am I just selling a membership? It's kind of funny. Yes, I use my own membership, and here's the time I had available today to trade. There you are, $531.25. So yes, I actually use my own membership, guys, and my own techniques. Okay, I just want to share that so people can get some confidence that yes, I actually use my own membership and my own streaming charts and other things as well. Okay, and last night was a pretty good night. I pulled an all-nighter because there was a lot of things going on, and I made $531. So there you go. Okay, here's the trade of the day. The 5-minute chart. Way back here, as I mentioned, I was pulling an all-nighter, and I got a few hours sleep and then got back up. I'm running a business here. You got to do what you got to do, right? So 3 o'clock in the morning here. It's about 3:05 in the morning. 3 o'clock exactly was the trade of the day. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Now, how would I trade this? Well, you can see the SMI was peaky right here. Okay, that's great. No problem. It comes down. As soon as it goes up, you get into the trade. Right? Look at the MACD. Here's a zero line on the MACD. So guess what? The MACD is positive in this area, right? It's very positive. It's in positive territory. You'll remember I told my members last night that I thought there was going to be an upside based on the data that I get. And sure enough, look at this upside day. Now, there's something I want you to pay attention to. You see how back here you have all the GETUS Plus indicators are kind of popping off, and all of a sudden there's none for a long time on the 5-minute chart? That's a good sign. When you see just like this, no GETUS Plus indicators, that's a good sign. That means the market's moving really strong in one direction or another. In this case, it's moving really strong up. So for members, when you see that, because this is for members only, right? Members are trading intraday, doing their thing, or whatever they're doing. When you see that, especially on the 5-minute chart, that there's no GETUS Plus symbol, or indication coming up, and also it's not getting, the Discord server's not showing any alerts. Okay, that's a good sign that the market's very strong or very weak in one direction or the other, right? It's either very bullish or very bearish for that day. And that's a very telling sign that you can start making some trades and making a lot of bank. So to keep that, always remember that, okay? So that was the trade of the day right there. Just absolute monster trade at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was trading another product that, I had to do my thing. And I was watching the market. It was just going crazy, which is really awesome. Okay, so over here on the Discord server is where all the membership services take place. So, we talked about the alerts on the S&P 500, right? The GETUS Plus alert. Well, this is where they come into this channel right here. Here's that 3:15 alert right here. It came in. So, I don't know how many members I have. There's actually international members. I have members in the Netherlands. I have members in Germany. There's people all over the world using this membership, okay? Which, that's really awesome. So some of them might have been up trading the futures. So this one came in at 3:15. Really, really nice. On the 5-minute chart, they could go trade that. Now, what they're doing probably is like I do. I just right-click on the label for the alert, okay? And they come over and click notifications, and they click all messages, and they get the notifications. Occasionally I like to trade other commodities like gold. So there's gold alerts for the members. There's crude oil alerts. Top 30 stocks for the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ get alerted in this channel. That's a pretty busy channel, but for those that want to weed through the symbols, you weed through the symbols and do what you got to do. That's trading. And daily alerts. You can see today, look at all these had alerts. Daily alerts are for those who want to do more like swing trades and really you're too busy. Maybe you're working your day job and you can only handle some swing trades. Okay, then occasionally there'll be some alerts that go into the daily alerts channel and you can check out those symbols. Now the premium symbols, I'll get to that in a second. That's really, really nice. There's been a lot of new members lately, so welcome new members. That's awesome. If for new members, existing members, or those that want to become a member, remember to put your email address in this emails only channel. If you drop it in there, you'll get the nightly emails. Really, really important. Okay, last night my members knew ahead of time my opinion about the market that I thought was going to be an upside day, and sure enough it was, and I guarantee a lot of members made some bank today, okay? So make sure you put your email address in there if you want to get the nightly email. Listen, if you like everything you've seen so far in this video and you want to become a member, then click on the first top comment. It'll be pinned to the top in the YouTube video. It's going to be a Discord link. It's going to bring over to my GETUS server. This is where all the services take place for the members, okay? After you're done doing that, click on server subscriptions. Okay, you click on that. You're going to get this page right here, $7.99, guys. $7.99. That is extremely good value for everything you've seen so far, right? I see people charging hundreds of dollars a month. Okay, and some of their services are, not even very good. This service has been rocking it. Now, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back and toot my own horn on the greatest thing ever. I'm just trying to keep a good price in this high inflation economy so people can come and actually have an affordable service, a really good service, and they can be more focused on trading, making money rather than paying a bunch of money to pay for a service every month. You follow me? Now, here's everything you get in the service. Everything you see in this screenshot here. I talked about the S&P 500 charts. They get streamed 5-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour. Also talked about the S&P 500 alerts right here. 5, 15-minute, 1 hour is also daily goes in here. Okay, the top 30 stocks, there's alerts for that. They go into the Discord channel. There's a channel for that, S&P 500 NASDAQ. Also 5, 15-minute, 1 hour, and daily. Okay, and here's the premium symbols I wanted to talk about. The same Get Us Plus logic I use on the charts at the end of each day goes out and gets all the future symbols that qualify for the logic, optionable stocks, industries, right? This is really important. Sectors and subsectors, all right? Because this is what hedge funds do. They rotate their money in and out of industries and sub-industries and sectors. Okay, so if you want one of those type of traders, you want to follow that. These are all files, by the way. Just have symbols in them. They go into the premium symbols channel, and people just, for members that want to go through, they grab the file, they open it up, and they look at what symbols are in there, okay? In shorts, there's logic I have that grabs any symbols that look like that might be shortable for that, that given day, or the next day for that matter. I talked about that nightly emails. And of course, the YouTube videos are for everybody, members and the public, okay? Listen, everybody, especially United States of America, really enjoy your July 4th weekend and Monday, Tuesday coming up. Happy trading, everybody. We'll talk to you all real soon again next time.